करूँ मैं स्टार्ट फिर?
हाँ,
बलप्रीत करूँ स्टार्ट मैं?
कर दो कर दो।
Okay. Good evening, sir. Myself Ekta and my group member are Harpreet Kaur, Prabjot Kaur, and Balpreet. We are in group 6. Today we're discussing how we use AWS website to solve this case study. Let's start with the abstract. The document address security measures, including confirmation of firewall on upnet, setting a elastic load balancer to distribute traffic, and implement in audio scanning group and with the launch of template with EC2 instances. Finally, the document present a disaster recovery plan for the cloud computing, which include risk assessment, data backup, and the recovery. For ensuring system reboundary and the continuity, it criticized the various studies and article to support it recommendation and conclude with a list of references for further reading. And the next slide is, please, Balpreet, go to the next slide. Table of contents, introduction, practical implement, screenshots, security issues, data. These are our table of context. And the screenshot is shown by the Balpreet for the all AWS, we creating the instances, AWS subnets, privates, and public subnets are showing. Okay, let's start with the introduction. In the current digital era, keeping in the e-commerce website highly available in the essential of sustaining clients' happiness and the business survival. Using AWS website to host the website of Office Scrabble, depending and ensure way to accomplish this. The website of whole the E2 web server and the data all need to maintain the high availability using Amazon RDS, E2 auto scanning group, Elastic Load Balancer, and the other AWS services eShop increase scanning granted uninterrupted operation even in the event of possible manufacturers or the elevated traffic volume. Thanks to router 5.3 CloudFront and the S3. Thanks. Then I want to call my another group member, Balpreet.
Before
Continue
like
the
going
next slides.
to the slide, I am just showing you the like my dashboard of our AWS services, which shows the all VPCs are running over there, subnets, route tables, and internet gateways. All things are in a running position till now. These all are the dashboard contents and elements over there. Now I am continuing with my slide. Hello, my name is Balpreet, and firstly I am describing the UFW. An essential first step in securing an Ubuntu based web server is to put the uncompliant, complicated firewall into place. Configuring and maintaining IP tables. Firewall rules is made easier with UFW user friendly interface, making sure UFW is set up. Then I am continuing with the security issues in cloud. Firstly, security issue is data breach. In data breach, we can say because cloud services are multi-tenant and store data centrally, data breaches are a major problem in these situations. Weak authentication procedures, improperly configured access restrictions, or infrastructure flaws in the cloud service provider can all lead to unauthorized access to sensitive data. Then is insider threats. Insider threats present a special problem for cloud computing because malicious insiders can do a great deal of damage if they have access to vital systems. Workers or contractors working for cloud services provide or other companies may purposely abuse their access rights in order to steal information in interface with operations or jeopardize systems integrity. Then the other threat is data loss and leakage. A number of factors such as inadvertent deletion, hardware malfunctions, software errors, or cyber attacks can result in a data loss or leakage of data. Next is account hijack. In the account hijacks, the hackers over there they hijack our account and steal some information, and sometimes they perform like a third party in between the two systems, and by this they are also sending like a phishing emails like weak passwords or holes in authentication systems. Next is the issue is denial of service attack. In denial of service attacks, known as denial of service attacks, try to prevent legitimate customers from accessing cloud services. by flooding the infrastructure with excessive requests. Because cloud systems are elastic and share resources and especially vulnerable of a denial of service attack. Ethical, legal, and privacy issues in cloud computing. To ensure responsible and compliant uses of cloud services, companies and individuals must manage the many ethical, legal, and privacy challenges prevented by cloud computing. This essay explores the important topics in each field. This study highlights the advantages of cloud services, including the pay as you Go option provided by well-known providers like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, which has freed businesses from having to manage their own service infrastructure. As you know, we are using here like AWS services in our this assessment. Next slides are continued with my friend Harpreet Kaur.
Hello, my name is Harpreet, and now I am continue with slide ethical issue that rise. Data confidentiality and privacy in cloud environment are the main privacy concern. Concerns about privacy also extend to user activity tracking and step to step to resolve this issue. Now it's a access Now it accepts the concern about privacy, also extend user activity tracking, like track the activity of the users, the ownership and control the data, and cloud give rise to ethical considerations. Concern regarding privacy, data privacy and confidentiality. In the context of cloud computing, privacy issue primarily involve data privacy and confidentiality. The difficulties in maintaining data privacy in multi-tenant cloud setting and provide methods to protect privacy like access and limitations and data encryption. Monitoring and surveillance. Concerns about privacy also extend to the tracking and observation of users' online activity. Like Gaggi and Rodriguez, a researcher from 2021, examined the privacy and ethical ramifications of cloud-based monitoring technology and advocates for user consent and opens in this practice. Legal concerns. Compliance and data protection regulations. Compliance and data protection law, including the CCPA, GDPR, HIPAA, is a major legal concerns. The legal requirements for cloud service provide to abide by these standards as well as ramifications for data security and privacy. I request to Balpit, next slide. A step to resolve this issue. There are some steps to resolve these issues like access control and encryption. Implement ABAC and RBAC to manage access for data, that is the transit and at rest. Use encryption, vulnerability assessments and security audits, perform vulnerability analysis and security audits on the regular basis. As soon as vulnerability are found, fix them. And user education and observation. Education is more important for privacy, like security training, security procedures should be followed. And use UBA to keep an eye on user behavior and routine go our audit logs. Data security protocols. There are some protocols like data protection, use encryption and DLD technologies, ensure consistent backups and robust access controls, verification and DDoS protections for authentications, put MFA and strong password regulations into practice, implement the DDoS mitigation strategies, include traffic monitoring and rate limitations. Like in our WhatsApps, we use step-to-step verification and encryption for protect our data. Let's next slide. Solution to security issue. Due to offer scalability, flexibility, and cost efficiency, cloud computing has become a crucial component and enterprises in today's digital landscape. To protect their data system and infrastructure, enterprises must handle the serious security issue that come along in using the cloud. Difficulties with security issue. There's some difficulties.
Start with the difficulty.
Yeah, now we'll start, my friend.
Yeah, my name is Prabjot Kaur and I'm going to explain the further slides. First of all, it is the difficulties with cloud securities. First is unauthorized access to private information is known as data breach. For example, If a person who is not working in a company access the information of the company as a staff member, that is called data breach. Insiders threat are hostile, such as these come from the people who work for the company. Data loss. Data loss may be occur with due to cyber attacks, technical malfunctioning, or independent deletions. Next is unauthorized access to user account, which is known as hijacking. Attacks known as denial of services, or which includes flooding, and cloud services with too many resources. Next slide, please. In the next slides, I will explain the conclusion. Uh, from this hosting a website, we actually conclude that this project is effectively illustrate the implementation of a safe and scalable e-commerce website which is hosted on the AWS. It satisfies eShop increment high availability requirements with the help of AWS services like EC2, RDS, Console, and other services by creating various instances as well as installation of the VPC equipped with the required network components which perform a reliable infrastructure that can damage traffic and transaction from around the world has been established. These type of websites we can use for the creation of various instances, which is generally used in the VPC. By creating this type of websites on the AWS, we can use FileZilla and other software so that we can host them on the our websites. In the next slides, we are provided the various references which is collected by the different sources, and we have read about the articles as well as some review papers and the topic related to the computing as well as general of network and computer application. That's it. Thank you so much.